Yes, I don't know what you're arguing about here. I don't even know how we're in this conversation. Where are the helicopters when you need them?
Because you're screaming and hollering.
He won this fight tonight. He could be the greatest of all time. Again, you know how I feel about Jon Jones. It's just, you got some big shoes to fill, and you got a lot of people to wreck, you know, before you even start talking about even being within Jon Jones' universe. Think about, when you talk about who's the baddest dude in the world, you put two guys in a room, and who walks out? Jon Jones walks out of the fucking room every time. No question about it. Look, Jon Jones is undefeated in the UFC, right? He's got one loss. This fucking guy destroyed the best heavyweight in the division. Easily made it look like nothing. Jon Jones is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world and the greatest fighter fucking ever. Period. End of story.
We have to start with the main event, Jon Jones. Obviously, you've been singing his praises forever. This is the greatest fighter ever. But to do that to Stipe and just turn him off with a spinning back kick of everything, just what was your reaction to what we saw? And the kicks that started right from the jump, hurt him with the first kick. This guy's fight IQ is off the charts. And, you know, everybody gonna admit now that he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. And let me tell you what, this thing had upset written all over it too. I mean, Stipe, all the talk about Jon Jones, Stipe seemed pissed, focused, and you know, he came here to win. He looked good. He was physically in great shape. The list goes on, and Jon literally picked him apart. The jab was unbelievable tonight. How he was kicking the legs and the body. Every time he kicked the body, I thought it was over. And then he would go for the head kick and slipping punches. I mean, he's going to be 38 years old this summer. He looked incredible. I just don't know how any of you don't see that this guy's the greatest fighter in the history of people fighting. He's 37 going on 38. And again, tonight, he went in and did what he did. He's unbelievable. And as long as he's active, he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
Jan Blachowicz refractor. Ooh, Jon Jones. That's badass. That is fucking badass. Look at that card. That's a very special card. It's like the king. That's nasty. Greatest fighter in the world. We got a Jon Jones card that looks like a king. Are you kidding me right now?
He's now on a 14-fight winning streak, which is the third longest in history behind Anderson Silva and Usman. What would it take for him to surpass Jon Jones in your mind for that pound-for-pound number one?
I mean, when you think about what pound-for-pound really means, right? He fought Volkanovski, who's a weight class lower than him. Jon Jones beat everybody at light heavyweight, then beat the best heavyweight in the division like it was nothing at a higher weight class.
So, I mean,
Jon Jones is absolutely positively the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, probably the greatest fighter of all time in any sport. When you talk about who's the baddest dude in the world, you put two guys in a room, and who walks out? Jon Jones walks out of the room every time. No question about it.
Yeah. And in no way trying to diminish Jon's accomplishments, but like, you know, he's fought once in the last however many years. Islam's fighting multiple times a year, defending. So like, at what point does activity outweigh, Jon's?
Beautiful. I like that you asked that question. Let's talk about activity. 3 years off. Nobody, not even Ali, nobody's ever come from 3 years off and looked the same. Jon Jones walked through the heavyweight, the number one guy in the heavyweight division, like it was nothing, with 3 years off. Yeah. Jon Jones is the best ever. Ever. And when I say ever, I mean in any combat sport. He's the best ever. You throw Jon Jones in a room with anybody, Jon Jones walks out of the room.
Jon's saying he's fighting Stipe November 9th in New York. Is that fine?
I love it.
Yeah. Nothing's official yet, though, obviously.
Yeah, I'm in.
Great.
I don't think anybody would deny it. Not only is he the greatest light heavyweight ever, he looks like the greatest heavyweight ever, too. So, I mean, there were a couple of interviews leading up to this fight where he was saying, I'm going to make this look easy. And I thought that was a silly thing to say. The guy is unbelievable, man. He really is. I'm a big believer in ring rust and what it does to you. We didn't even get to see any ring rust. Who knows if there was any ring rust tonight? He just went in there and literally made it look like nothing, like it was the easiest thing in the world for him to do. He's a total freak of nature, and he's the best ever. You know what's fucking great? Listen,
I'm telling you right now to watch Power Slap Road to the Title on Rumble. I'm looking at my board right here. These fucking media guys have Jon Jones ranked number 3 in the pound for pound. I know I keep fucking going back to this, but these guys are so fucking stupid. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Power Slap Road to the Title right now, live on Rumble.
Jon Jones is ranked number 3 pound for pound in the world. Most fucking ridiculous, embarrassing, stupid, know nothing about fucking fighting ranking of all fucking time. Jon Jones is the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world, period, end of story. To have anybody above Jon Jones right now just goes to show that you know absolutely fucking nothing. It's undebatable. Anybody who even tries to debate this with me, you're just hating on Jon Jones and you don't like him as a person. These are fucking facts. It's not like me and Jon Jones have this unbelievable relationship. What I am saying about Jon Jones is undebatable. The baddest dude to ever walk the face of the earth in combat sports.
Greatest fighter to ever live.
Who do you think is the greatest UFC fighter of all time?
Jon Jones. The greatest fight, listen, I'm going to say it right here, right now. The greatest fighter to ever live, ever, is Jon Jones. When you look at, Jon Jones has never lost a fight. Put 2 guys in a room, and who comes out? Jon Jones walks out of that room every time. When you see Jon on camera, and if you were in here talking to Jon Jones, it's almost uncomfortable for him. Jon Jones beats the out of people, right? Right now, in Islam, I love you, Islam, and everything. The fact that Jon Jones is number 2 on the pound for pound list is, it just goes to show how stupid. They have no idea. They know nothing about this sport. Jon Jones has never lost a fight, ever. Volkanovski moved up, and it was a very close fight the first time. Jon Jones moved up and absolutely decimated the greatest heavyweight. Jon Jones walked through him like it was nothing. Jon Jones is the pound for pound best. When you watch the video of him and Cormier says, I had to come over there and spit in your face right now. Yep. And Jon Jones says, I would kill you. I'm not saying I would kill you. Jon Jones can grab you. And once he puts his hands on you, you're done, man. And if you're in a scenario where it's only one guy's walking out of the room, and this guy gets on top of you, he's dropping. Let's not even talk about illegal shit that you can do.
Yeah.
You do not want to with Jon Jones. And this dude will kill you every way that you can possibly be. Not only is Jon Jones not afraid of Francis, Jon Jones is the baddest fighter to ever live. Ever. In any combat sport.
Pound for pound, who's the best fighter?
The best fighter ever is Jon Jones. Hands down, no doubt about it, no debating.
So you think if Jon Jones is in a room with any other fighter, he's the one pound for pound making it out?
Yeah, 100%. You put anybody in the room with Jon Jones, he walks out every time. Gotcha.
Undefeated, never lost, and he went through murderer's row. Then he goes out for 3 years, comes back, and beats Cyril Gane. Like that, easily. In my opinion, he does the same thing to Francis. What? 100%. Does the same thing to Francis. Francis didn't want to fight Jon Jones. Jon Jones is the scariest, most badass fighter of all time. When you talk about who the baddest man on the planet is, 2 guys get locked in a room, who's walking out? It's Jon Jones all day, every time. What makes Jon Jones even scarier is when you put Jon Jones in front of a camera and he tries to be normal, there is a dark side to Jon Jones. I mean, that's just a fact. Jon Jones has so many tools and so many weapons. And yeah, I mean, Jon Jones, it's just so hard for me because Jon Jones is so young and has so many more things to accomplish. He's beat the who's who. He's cleaned out the division. He's breaking records. And if this continues, yeah, probably the greatest ever. Walks out of the. For anybody who thinks, I know the whole internet, oh, Jon Jones, that I'm up Jon Jones. These are facts. Facts. And since everybody has been such douchebags about this, I'm coming out with a nice little punch in the face for all you that think that Jon Jones isn't the greatest of all time. Whatever your beef is with Jon Jones, knock yourself out. There is no way in hell that Jon Jones doesn't want to fight Aspinall. So that I guarantee you. Jon Jones will fight everybody. Jon Jones was absolutely positive. He wanted Francis. You saw what happened with Cyril Gane. He he will tell you, like he told us, that he would do the same thing to Francis Ngannou. He wanted that fight so bad.
Is Jon Jones the pound-for-pound GOAT?
Did what?
Is Jon Jones the pound-for-pound GOAT?
He's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, and he's the GOAT. And you all know this. Numbers don't lie.
Does he have pictures of you?
I saw that on the internet, too. Are you guys that fucking stupid? You can't be that fucking stupid to think that Jon Jones is not the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world and the GOAT. But maybe you are.
He's not going to talk to any of us either, because right now...
What do you mean?
Because he's watching this, and we're all saying, questioning you, and...
Yeah, question me. Who's better than Jon Jones? Who's pound for pound better than?
No, okay, John.
At what point does activity come into play, right? I mean, we all agree there is nobody better than Jon Jones. He's the greatest of all time. There's no question about it. But at some point when you're looking at rankings, they do have to represent what's happening in the organization at that moment, right at that time. And in the past 3 years, he's had one fight.
And you thought he lost to Reyes.
Huh?
And when he fought Reyes, you said you thought Reyes won the fight.
He didn't win the fight. Jon Jones did.
But you said you thought he won the fight.
Who gives a shit? I'm not the fucking judges. The guy didn't win he didn't lose the fight. And the one loss that he has is from a referee that should have never been a referee in a million years. He's never lost. We were just talking tonight, these kids that come in here that are undefeated, you know how hard it is to stay undefeated? Jon Jones went through murderer's row. When you talk about activity, and he's fought one time, but Jon Jones was supposed to fight. If Jon Jones was sitting on the couch and saying, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to fight again, then he's definitely not in the pound-for-pound discussion right now. He was scheduled to fight, and he got injured. He is an active fighter. He is absolutely an active fighter. And when you talk about pound for pound, and I don't want to shit on any of my other guys, but who is it right now? Islam? Islam, many people believe, lost to the guy who's a weight class below him. Is that how pound for pound works? Many people, including people in this room.
But he got the win. It doesn't matter what we say.
You're absolutely right. But he fought a weight class down. He fought a weight class down. Jon Jones fought a weight class up. And let me tell you what, when all the guys were in there, you had the Jon Jones, the Anderson Silvas, and the George St. Pierres. I know who wanted to fight who and who didn't want to fight who. And Jon Jones has always been willing to fight everybody. You know what I mean? The only real mark with me, with Jon Jones, it was his fucking team that he was with at that time, who I could tell you 50 fucking stories about. The Chael Sonnen fight. When they were refusing to fight Chael Sonnen. You know what I mean? But other than that, Jon Jones has fought everybody that's ever been put in front of him. He went through murderer's row, and if you look at who he fought at the time when he fought them, look at the record of the guys combined that he fought. And the list just goes on and on.
That makes him the greatest fighter of all time, not the greatest active fighter, because he is not an active fighter. He has fought one time in over 4 years.
He is an active fighter. He just got injured. He was going in.
But he hasn't fought.
And he was going in to fight at heavyweight again.
Okay.
A weight class above.
But that's
and he fucking destroyed the guy who was the best guy in the division.
But that's an unfortunate thing. And I think everybody here, if he was active, if he had fought one more time, would say he's number one.
He was active. He blew his fucking shoulder out in training and then had to recover and is still coming back and fighting that fight.
So here's the argument. You could say we don't know anything.
Jon Jones is active.
Don't know. No, see, that's what you do. You talk over us, so we can't answer.
I apologize. You go ahead.
You don't seem to have that same fervor for him.
Not true. If he cleaned out a division and we were like, there's literally nobody left for this guy to fight, and he's 37. If he wants to move up to heavyweight, that's not the case. And when you think about, you said he was 230 today, right? Chuck and Forrest Griffin used to walk around at 230, and they would cut down to 205. That's not big. Some of these heavyweights are, 265. They're cutting to 265. It's just a whole nother level. I mean, that's why I think this is the problem with the conversation that we're having here and why people aren't giving Jon Jones the respect for pound. This fucking guy destroyed the best heavyweight in the division. Easily made it look like nothing. Jon Jones is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world and the greatest fighter fucking ever. Period. End of story.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but he hasn't fought in a long time. But in Stipe, or in a longer time,
He got hurt.
I get it. I'm not criticizing.
He was trying to fight.
I'm just saying, yeah, no.
Yeah, well, it's not like he's just fucking sitting around and doesn't want to fight. The
No,
guy came to
I'm
fight.
not saying
It's
that.
the first injury he's ever had.
But
And listen to me. I'm not defending Jon Jones. You know what I mean? Jon Jones has been one of my biggest fucking headaches in the entire time that I've been in this company. Right? And, the guy hasn't been the model, fighter in the company. No matter what you think of Jon Jones, he's the fucking best ever, and
I
he's the
think he's
pound
the
for pound
best
best
ever. I
fighter in the
agree.
world.
I
And he's the
agree.
pound for pound best fighter in the world.
yeah. Well, except that he hasn't fought in the last year, so he's not.
Because he got hurt. He
Right,
got
but-
injured.
But if you don't.
If you were coming into a fight and you fucking got hurt, that means you're not the pound for pound best fighter in the world anymore? How does that even make sense?
When
It
he
doesn't
fights-
make sense.
when he fights,
right?
he'll be the-
If he was sitting out and fucking getting arrested and running around or whatever, and you're like, well, Jon Jones is inactive, I'd say, maybe you're right. But as an educated adult who knows the fight business, you cannot deny that while Jon Jones is active, he is the greatest fighter in the world.
Did I not say that?
Yes, I don't know what you're arguing about here. I don't even know how we're in this conversation. Where are the helicopters when you need them?
Because you're screaming and hollering.